Well, hello everybody. So as you can see here, my brows look a mess. It has been literally 2 months since I've done them. They were messed up really bad, so I tried to grow them out. So the first thing you want to do is use your Urban Decay Primer Potion, or whatever primer you use. Put that layer on them so they'll stay down. You have those little hairs that you normally snatch off right here with your threading or the wax. I want those to stay down, don't show up. The next thing you want to do is use a brow gel. This is my Prestige brow gel. I love this stuff. Apply a coating on top of that Urban Decay Primer Potion. So after all of that has dried, use your spoolie and lay them or take them all in the same direction. You want to pull them all down and make sure they're lying down as much as you can get them to lie. So I'm using my Wet n Wild Mink Brown Pencil. It's a dark brown color. And I'm going to just trace out the shape or the way I want my brows to look. And I'm doing light strokes. You don't want to take your pencil and press it down all the way across your brows and make them look like you used a black pencil. That is no. So I'm intentionally drawing above those sprigs of little hairs that I usually take off with wax or threading. So I'm going to show you the 3 points of how to arch your brows. Start from the tip, which is why I drew it out, and the tip a little more, and you go to the center of your eyeball and then the end. From the tip, the center, and then the end. That's how you're supposed to arch them, and they teach you in school. Alright, so it's time to shade them in. This is a dark brown pencil, and it actually is a lighter brown than the mink brown that I just used. So I'm shading in very lightly. I do not like very dark brows. I cringe when I see that. So as I said before, if you can see here at the edge of my brows, not the tip at the end on the left end, I'm talking about the beginning of my brows, I drew out a little more. That's because I'm going to fade that out. You see that? I'm going to fade that out and shade them in with my spoolie. As you can see there, it looks a little bald because the hair was snatched off of there by the lady that does my brows. She have done them so many years and she really messed me up the last time, which is why I'm going through all of this trouble. Instead of getting them done, I'm letting them grow out. So yeah, taking my spoolie and shading it all out, and you'll see the result of how I do this. So this is very familiar. I'm using my NC Studio Sculpt concealer, and I like this concealer because it's really creamy and it's very movable. Very soft and movable, and I can really build it and hide. So here's my angle brush. I already have the concealer on it, and I'm about to just trace out my brows and in which the shape I want them to look. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm pressing in. As you can see, those hairs are almost gone, or you can't hardly see them. They're being concealed. So it looks as if they may have I've had freshly done brows, and they will look that way once I completely finish the entire look, and I'll show you towards the end. So I'm going back and adding a little bit more concealer to conceal those little hairs so they'll look very crisp and new. And you kind of want to be very precise, and those 3 points that I gave you works perfectly as to how this works. I may do another video and give you more in detail as to the 3 points of your brows and why the instructors give you that method. This is NW50, and this is generally what I use to sculpt out the top of my brow. That's because that's more of my color. You can't really tell with the lighting and the angle, but that color is more of my complexion, so it won't take a lot to actually hide that with my foundation as it will the NC50 that I use underneath my brows. And that's it. I am complete with the look. This is how I come up with the best brows ever. Of course, whenever you've not done them in 2 months. I hope this video was very informative to you ladies. And as always, have a fabulous one.